You saw it on TV. Woo! I was so proud of the president. First of all, he told the truth. And believe me, my friends, the truth counts. And the president talked about his vision for where he wants to take this country in the next 4 years. He talked about the fact that when he took office 4 years ago, he inherited... I'm not going to go there yet. But he inherited one of the worst recessions our country had ever experienced because of the failed policies of George Bush. And we were losing 800,000 jobs a month. And he went to work. And because of his hard work and his courage, and sometimes fighting with the Congress which wouldn't support him, today we've created over 5 million new jobs in this country, and we're bringing our country forward. I was proud of him because he talked about his vision and his understanding that to move our country forward, we've got to invest in education. We've got to invest in technology. We've got to protect Social Security and Medicare. And most importantly, we have to have a balanced approach in reducing the deficit in order to continue to grow the economy in the next 4 years. That's what I was proud of in the president. Now, there was somebody else who showed up at that debate last night. And he apparently has remade himself. I call him the new Mitt Romney. The new Etch-a-Sketch candidate. So, last night, Mitt Romney said, and he looked straight at the camera, he said he cared for the middle class. This is the same Mitt Romney who recently said that almost half of Americans were victims without personal responsibility. One question. Do you believe the new Mitt Romney? Last night we saw a new Mitt Romney who said he cared about people not having health care. This is the same Mitt Romney who says he wants to repeal Obamacare day one. Let me ask you, do you believe the new Mitt Romney? No! Last night, Mitt Romney said that he supports education. But this is the same Mitt Romney who's going to cut the Department of Education by 20% and reduce Pell Grants that today the president fought for to allow kids to go to college. Let me ask you, do you believe the new Mitt Romney? No! Last night, Mitt Romney said that he was going to pay for his $5 trillion in tax cuts without increasing taxes for the middle class, without telling us which deductions he's going to bring, and without telling you which programs he's going to cut. Let me ask you, do you believe the new Mitt Romney? No! And last night, Mitt Romney said that he wants to make our country energy independent by 2020, and yet he's going to repeal the new economy standards that the president fought for cars and trucks. He doesn't support credits for wind production, which is important for Colorado. Let me ask you, do you believe the new Mitt Romney? No! And who do you believe? Because this president has a plan to move our country forward. This president has a plan to create 1 million new jobs in manufacturing, a plan to invest in our schools, to raise standards for our students and for teachers, and a plan to make college more affordable for every young man living in this country. That's the way we move our promise is that if anyone tries and works hard, they can make it. And for too long, young children were brought to this country through no fault of their own and are being denied that promise. These are young men and women who saw their dreams deferred and their potentials cut short. These children are studying in our schools. They pledge the allegiance every day. They're working hard, and they want to be great Americans. They are dreamers. Some of the very best and brightest of our young people who until very recently were living in the shadows of deportation until a president named Barack Obama took decisive action to bring them to a end. And it was the right thing to do, my friends. The right thing to do. I am proud of the president who is standing up for these young people. How about you? Are you proud of them too? The president says we need more. We need a DREAM Act. And according to one study, passing the DREAM Act has the potential to add $5.5 billion to our economy, creating 23,000 new jobs over the next decade. And we also need what the president's been fighting for, and that is comprehensive immigration reform to move our country forward and allow us to make this economy more productive. But what we don't need is someone like Mitt Romney who said that his answer to immigration reform is to allow people to self-deport. And what we don't need is someone like Mitt Romney who says we ought to model our country's policies over that of Arizona. That's not what we need. So, we have a choice. We have a very clear choice. One of moving this country forward, another of going back to the failed policies of George Bush, and we know what that brought us, a recession and deficits. Are we going to move this country forward? Now let me tell you how we're going to do it. Let me tell you how we're going to do it. Because we have done it time and time again. We know how to vote in North Denver, don't we? And we know how to go door to door in North Denver, don't we? And we're going to work very hard to register new voters before the 9th, aren't we? And we're going to make sure that every member of our family, our friends, our co-workers are voting on Election Day so we can re-elect the President of the United States and give him 4 more years. 4 more years! 4 more years! 4 more years! 4 more years! So, we know the job before us. We know how to get this job done. You did it for me. You did it for many other good Democratic candidates. And now we're going to do it for this president. Porque sí se puede.